Good, welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us for another Joe Locke, Master Joe Locke class. It's his style. I'm afraid he's not actually here in person, but I will do my best for you. Trying really hard to get as much into shot as possible, but not the microphone. Good. Okay, so let us take right hand in fist, please. Left hand straight, pulling back the thumb. Feet together, hands together, and press forwards. Good. And relax down. We'll just do a few wee warm-up movements. As you can see, I have a different background from normal. I'm in my parents' Belfast home. And you may notice, even if you have seen this background before, normally it's a cream, a very pale coloured background. I've actually pulled one of the curtains across because you may notice I'm bare-armed today, and I wanted you to see the contrast so that you can actually see what my arms are doing. So hopefully that won't be too distracting, but we have a golden background there. Good, so keep breathing, please, feeling into the four hips. Four corners, not four hips. Good, and let's change direction. Let the breath flow. Good. And when I train, I'm sure you've heard this many times, classes tend to be 3 hours long. That's a kind of standard intensive Tai Chi class length. So 1 hour really, we're just scratching the surface. So I'm always trying to fit a litre into a pint. But I don't want to skip important aspects. So I consider warm-up really important. Let's come back to center, please, and we'll just do a little bounce and swing. Good. And let your breath flow. This is really just pumping the energy and moving your body a little bit so we get some release and body awareness. Listen to your body and notice, how does everything feel today? Let's go into a forward and backward swing, turning the waist. A bit like a walk movement, but exaggerate with your bounce. Good. And let's go on to the dolphin slap. So this is not that you're slapping a dolphin, but rather the dolphin's tail is slapping the water. Up and down. Don't want Greenpeace on my trail. Good. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Keep on breathing. Notice how you feel. Are you getting any crunches? I am. Those shoulders. Good. Okay, and one at a time, left and right. So we're all pretty much working with the same thing. Notice I'm opening the toe as I turn. We've got pretty much the same anatomy, but every single individual has their own things going on. It's a very complex system, so if one thing's tighter in one person, looser in another, you'll get a different feeling as you practice. Good. Back to center, and we'll just walk it out a little bit. There's some things, I mean, I'm hypermobile. I have everything bends a bit further than the normal person, like my elbows, you can see they kind of bend backwards if I'm not careful, and my knees do the same thing. But there's some things that I just can't do comfortably at all that other people might think is the most easy thing in the world. There's a yoga move where you bring your hands up and bring them together like that. So you can see what my hands are doing. and then you bring your hands down to in front of your chest. I can't do that. Not comfortably, not safely, because my shoulders kind of clunk. It feels like they're dislocating when I bring my arms down. So I have to kind of open and close again, because there's a sort of clunk clunk as I bring my arms down. So isn't it weird? But warm up, let's circle the shoulders actually while we're talking about shoulders. Warm up is a great way to check in with yourself on how your body's functioning today. Because I know that issue that I've just talked about, it's always there. I can't remember a time, maybe when I was like 16, I didn't notice there was an issue, but now I definitely do. But on a daily basis, the body changes a little bit. Some days you have more flexibility, other days you'll have stiffness. You know, the way you might have slept funny and your neck is maybe not so comfortable some days, or whatever it may be. Warm up is your time to check in and actually assess, how am I today? What's going on? Is it a free movement day, or is it a little bit stiffer? Breathe one at a time, moving those shoulders. Good, and let's change direction. Lovely. How are you getting on with crackles and pops? Let's come back to center, deep breath and lift. And let go, and again breathe. And down one more time, breathe, lift. And excellent, shaking out. Let's do a bit of a leg swing. So for this one, you may wish to have a countertop or the back of a chair, or even just touch a wall. You can try it just with your own balance. We can bring our arms out to stabilize ourselves. We take the weight into one side, and we're just going to swing the leg forwards and back. The idea with this one is we let the swinging leg be very loose and very relaxed. See if you can relax through your spine, just keeping the body upright. Very good. Now for some, that's a really tricky exercise. Good, relax down, which means it's a good exercise. It's going to help you to develop your skills. But as I say, you can, if you wish, have a countertop or a chair either side of you, so that you really are anchoring yourself. It's important you feel that you are safe. So let's try on the other side. I'm going to use my invisible countertops, or as if I'm placing my hands on my calligraphies. Ready? And we're going to do the same on the other side. Now, I don't mind for this one. You can have the knee slightly bent. In fact, that's probably going to be more comfortable. Breathe. You feel your back muscles working and your abdominals. Good, you see from the side what I'm doing. Good, and rest. Well done. Okay, let's continue with the legs. We're going to now do a little circle and 3 steps. I don't mind how high you go. You can try and knock out your teeth with your knee if you like, or you can keep it quite low, but I want you to get that rotation in your hips. And 3 steps, please. And the 3 steps will help you to balance. Again, if you're having issues, you can hold on to a counter or to the back of a chair, that's fine. Good. Okay, now let's go the opposite direction. So we're going inwards and 3 steps. We want a freedom of movement here. So lift and direct, but don't carry, if that makes sense. Keep breathing. Sometimes you can do this little patting. You'll recognize that from Chen style. Bit of body conditioning and focusing. Good, well done. And shake out. Good job. All right, let's come back to center. Let's lengthen up through the top of the head. Deep breath, float up and over to one side. And let's give the arms that little shake. That's my hair. Good, breathe. So we're doing a little twist, a little shake. And again, we don't want to carry the arm. The idea with this is that you're really releasing, letting the muscles soften and melt off the bone. Good. And back to center, float up, breathing in, over to the other side. And again, let's give it a wee shake and a wee twist. Let your breath flow. Good. Feel the muscles melting, feel the bones actually as if they're softening, the joints, the spaces in between releasing. Good, and up you come, breathing in, and relax down into your center. Well done, folks. Easing out of your stance, shaking out. Well, I don't know about you, but I actually feel now that I've done a bit of work this morning. Let's take a little stretch for our legs and then we'll get into our form. Of course, if we were doing a 3-hour class, we would do at least 20 minutes of standing practice within the class, but there's just not time to do everything. So I'm hoping that you are finding some time each day to do a bit of a stand, or at least a relaxation through your body in good posture. We'll do a micro stand, but first let's do a little stretch. So we're going to step forwards with a wee bit of width to your stance, and let's just pump the air forwards and back, keeping the heel down at the back. Breathe, relax. Good. All right, take the weight back, slide the hands down to just above the knee, keeping the spine straight, hinging from your hips. Direct your nose to your toes. Keep breathing. And release, pull your toes back. If you can, take hold, same side, hand and foot. Keep breathing. Good, relax the foot down, up you come, and change. Excellent. Now, the other night, I, out of the blue, had a nosebleed. And this used to be something that happened to me a lot in childhood. Hasn't happened in decades, I can remember. And it wasn't bad, it was just a few moments. But if you were prone to nosebleeds, or if you had recently had a nosebleed, I would not recommend this stretch because it could slightly increase your blood pressure as you bend forwards. So probably unlikely, but just a note of caution there. Good, feed your weight back and slide your hand down to just above your knee, lengthening through your spine, breathing into the stretch. Good, release, pull the toes back, taking hold, same side, hand and foot. Keep breathing. Good, and relax down and up you come. Of course, if you had just had a nosebleed, you shouldn't be exercising at all. You should be resting and just letting that clotting happen. So that's maybe not so common. Let's just go down either side. But something that is more common is people go to the dentist and have work done and then turn up to class. And Again, if you've had a lot of work done, if you've had surgery done on your mouth, I would not recommend then doing any Tai Chi really, other than maybe just like Wuji lying in bed or sitting in a chair and listening into your body and breathing and letting go, more the sort of Qigong or Neigong side of things. Because again, you don't want to be sort of pumping your blood when there's a very raw wound that you've just had work done. So when I say that, I mean, you know, a day, maybe 2 days of rest. And then I imagine that it would be absolutely fine, but of course, check with your dentist. But that is a more common thing. The number of times I hear people saying, "Oh, I've just been to the dentist." I'm like, okay, well, go very lightly, go very gently. It depends, of course, if you've had lots of stuff done or if it was just a wee cleanup, that's different. Okay, so let's do a few moments stand and then we'll do our practice. So bringing the feet together, and let's do Master Locke's version of standing. So he actually recommends you stand for half an hour before and after your form practice. And his way of standing is basically just go into Wuji. But as you see, it's heels together and toes a little bit apart. So that's the Taoist style of Wuji practice. And he just says stand. So you want to stand like a human, nice and tall, as opposed to a Tai Chi ball. Nice and tall, and gently tuck the chin slightly down and back. And then it's a case of just listening, feeling into the environment and letting go. I'd like you to pay attention to your natural senses. Our senses are quite forwards orientated. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth are all directed towards gathering information in front of you. But I'd like you to focus a little more on what's happening behind you. So as you calm down, listen and feel with your senses behind. Very good. Sometimes people experience tinnitus when they're calming and quietening their mind and really listening. They hear a vibration or sound that they weren't aware of before. I get that. If that happens, fine. Listen to that sound. Listen through it. Listen to all the sounds behind you. And with each experience in real time, breathe into it and let go to welcome the next sound. Good. Let's very gently bring the awareness back to your space. Can you imagine that would be so nice if you're out in nature? You can try it in different places, but make sure you are safe and your belongings are safe before you start closing your eyes and letting go, listening. Let's lengthen the fingers down, release belly, hips, knees, and we're going to open the stance. And let's get ourselves back into form mode by starting with open door 5. Ready? We're going to scoop. Good. Relax down to center. And rub your back. Very good. I have a little story for you about listening behind. Let's float up, fill one foot and close, and we can go back into Wuji and just breathe and relax in Wuji, and I'll tell you this little story. So listening behind develops your awareness. It develops your ability to pick up on things that are happening behind you. So it's very good for relaxation. It's very good for calming, for helping the energy to sink, but it's also really good for being aware of your environment, which, as you can imagine, be very useful from the martial perspective. If someone's creeping up behind you, you want to be aware of that with all of your instincts sort of nice and sharp. Well, the other day I was teaching in our home in the West, and it's in the kitchen. I had the door open. I'd finished teaching. I was processing the video, and I just got this sense. And I turned around, and there was one of our neighbors' cats, a little black cat called Salem, and it moves like a shadow. It's so quiet, but it was creeping in to try to get at our cat's food. And it moves so stealthily, and it was walking across really, really quietly. And I just turned and looked at it, and it just went, and it froze for ages. It just looked at me, not moving. And of course I was like, okay, so I got the cat treats and gently encouraged it out, gave it a few cat treats and petted it for a moment and closed the door, and that was that. But if you can pick up on a stealth cat creeping behind you in full stealth mode, I didn't hear it. I don't even know how I sensed it. I just knew that something was there because I'm used to listening behind. So it's incredible what you can develop by continuously going into this practice of listening behind. It's very, very useful. Apart from anything else, it keeps you safe. If you're in an environment where you know there's someone coming up behind you, you have more chance to get away or to get out of situations where you could get in a bind. So there you go. I thought that was hilarious. This poor wee thing, it was just, oh, I've been caught. How did you know? Okay, so let's do once through the Phoenix, please, and then we'll have a look at our Immortals form. Okay, are we ready? We lengthen up and relax down. Find all 10 fingers. Press them down. And begin. and rest. I just closed left. Should have closed right. That particular form we close right. But it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's just a little quirk that Master Locke has introduced, because he says it really doesn't matter which side you close. So he's kind of going against convention to sort of prove it. But I'm so used to closing left because all Tai Chi pretty much closes left. But anyway, good. How was that? Speed-wise, how was it? Because that was my sort of performance speed. Yeah, happy enough, Juanita? Lovely. Happy? Great. So if you can go that little bit quicker through a form smoothly and easily, that is a sign that that you have good knowledge and body memory of the form, that you can just let go and flow. If you're a little bit more tentative, it's no problem. You can just flow, but try and sort of eke it out a little bit longer. It gives you a wee bit more thinking time. But once you have done it so many times, you can just do it and not worry, not think, just be in the moment and let your body memory carry you. And then the mind, what's the word? It companions your actions rather than having to sort of sit and oversee your actions in a very kind of hands-on way. We want eventually in Tai Chi to just do the Tai Chi, to feel it, to experience it, to be in it, as opposed to be going, now what do I do next? Having said that, let's now look at our Immortals form and let's see what do we do next. So let's get ourselves into Immortals mode by doing the form up to our Immortal Fishing Toad. So we have started doing this second part of Fishing Toad, where we're doing our circles and our kicks, if you remember. So let's just do it and see how you get on, and then we'll focus on that kicking section, and if you're ready, if you feel that you've got it, we can look at the next wee moment. All right, let's bring our heels together, our toes a little bit apart. Again, more towards the right side of your space. Let's check posture and calm down. Fingers pressed to the floor. And begin. Left hand scoops under. Turning to the back, right hand plucks, left side opens to the side. Turn, left hand plucks, right hand opens and follows. Feed the weight back, right hand plucks. Now your fishing toad, ready? We step, step, push the hands out, kick, step down, keep circling, left up, right down, right palm rises, palm faces in and kick, step down, left side, leg up and step down, gather and step through. Good. All right, and rest. Lovely. Take this off, maybe it'll make it clearer. Good. Okay, how did you get on with that last little bit, or with any of it? I'm not seeing kind of, yay, so, okay. Any part in particular? Is it the whole thing that's a bit iffy, or just towards the end? Towards the whole thing's a bit iffy? No, just the end bit, the last wee bit, right? Okay, I'm seeing body language here, yeah. Okay, all right, shall we look at Immortal's fishing toad, or do you want to go a wee bit further back? Fishing toad. Eric, if you want to unmute yourself, because I don't know what this means. Go ahead. I know it takes a moment, yeah.
Yes, Immortals fishing toad is fine. Yeah, I got a bit confused there with the turns and the lifting of the legs.
Just for that section?
Wasn't sure whether it was a kick coming up or a turn.
Yeah, it is both. Yeah. Okay, right. Okay. Well, we'll pop you on mute again. We'll look at it, and again, you can unmute yourself to give me feedback as necessary. Okay. So Immortal's fishing toad is a kind of game in two halves. You have the initial kick turn, and then you have a sort of series of circling the arms and various kicks and lifts. So let's just watch me, and I'll show you the whole sequence. So we're starting from here, and this is, I think of it like a diamond shaped stepping pattern. So we're going to step towards the front. That's the sort of front of your diamond, the point at the front. And then we're going to step to the side. And then we're going to kick around. So we're only using really two sides of the diamond. And we're going to land on the first point again. So if you watch, here's the front point. One, bringing the right hand under. Here's the second point. I come through center and I step to the side point. I'm turning my palms. I'm pushing my hands out as I'm turning my body, and I'm going to bring the left leg out to come in and slapping the left foot, and that pretty much brings us round to the front point again. Just watch that again. So from here, one, and two, turning, bring the leg out to come in, it hits the left foot, left hand, and we step down. But then we continue with our circling left arm up, right arm down, right arm up, and we've turned to face the front. Right palm is facing in, and we do an outwards kick, sorry. So we're bringing the right foot round the front, and it's pushing out and hitting the hand and stepping down. We keep circling the arms, and this time as the right hand lifts facing out, it brings the left foot with. So this is your balance. And the left leg is on the inside of the left arm. And then we step down and we finish that wee section. The right arm swings under overlapping at the palms, bringing the back foot through and push. Now, I'm going to show you it facing you but not mirroring, okay? Because it's a bit of a head twister to try and mirror it, but I'm going to show you it just facing you, and I'll show you that whole section. So you're seeing it just from a different angle. I'm going to show you the whole thing. So now you're my front. Yeah, so I'm going to step, circling the arms, through center step, turning the palms to face out, turning the body, turning the toes. I'm going to bring the left leg out and in and round, and I'm stepping down towards the front. So you can see my foot. Now I'm circling the arms, left up, right down. Right palm comes up as left hand comes down, and your right palm, the top palm, faces in. So you see you've created this kind of stretch in the back leg, and you're going to release that stretch to bring it across and out and hit the foot and step down. And then keep circling, left up, right down. And this time, as the right hand rises, it brings the left foot. And the left arm is round the outside of the left leg. And then we step down, swinging the right arm round the back, gathering right hand underneath, and then turning the palms, right hand presses left. Okay? Now, yeah, I'm not sure if I can do it mirrored comfortably. I can try. Do you want to try with a mirror? Let me know. Thumbs up if you want front view mirrored. Yes, you do. One says double thumbs up, the other goes, Okay, let's try it. So let me see if it's just the normal way. It's like this. So it would be like this. Okay. So you're doing it the normal way. So you should be standing on your right hand plucked up, and your left foot empty and left palm facing forwards. Please forgive me if I screw this up, because it does my head in, but let's try it. Okay, so I'm mirroring you. Yeah, so we're going to, give me a sec. Okay. So you're going to step to the first, your first corner, which is the front, the first corner. So you're circling the arms and you're going to step. So step towards me, circle the arms, and bring your right hand underneath and forwards, and your left palm pointing to your elbow. Yeah. Now bring your back foot, your right foot in, and stepping open to your second corner, which is in front of you, and open the arms. Sorry, start to turn your palms to face out. Now you're going to swing your back foot round, and you're going to hit it left foot into left hand on the way round. Off you go. Hit it and step down. Yeah? So you step down to your front point, to the first point. Okay, now we circle the arms. So you're going to circle, right hand under, left hand up, and the right hand stays facing in, and you're turned to your front, so you've opened your right quad. Now you're going to swing the right foot in and out to hit your right hand. Off you go. And step down. And keep circling those arms. Left up, right down. And as the right hand lifts, it brings your left foot with. Good. You're going to step down. Let the right hand swing to the back corner. Gather it in underneath your left hand. And as you step your back foot through, you turn your palms and you're pressing your left hand with your right. And that's it, front view and mirrored. Yay! Good, and rest. Let's try that again. I know it's a bit of a head twister. I'm sure it is for you as well. But let's try it again in that format, and then we'll go back to all doing it the same way. How's that? Okay, so you should be, I'm going to do the same thing as you for a second, standing on your right hand plucked up, and the left hand in that sort of protect the heart guard position. Okay, ready? We're going to circle the arms, step towards the front point. Good, bring the right hand in underneath and extend. Bring the back foot in and step it out to your second point. Start to turn your palms, start to turn your toes. You're going to swing your back foot round and hit it with your left hand. And step down towards the front. Keep circling. Left up, right down. And as your right hand comes up, keep the palm facing in. Your turn towards the front. Release the back foot, circle it, kick into the hand, and step down. Keep circling. It's looking good, folks. And as you lift your right hand, you lift your left foot, step down, right hand scoops, down and back, underneath, turn and press. Excellent. Okay, can we do it one more time and I'll not talk? See if you can do it. It's actually really cool because I can keep an eye on you. And you're doing very well. Yeah, looking good. Okay, so ready? So you will start on your right hand plucked, left hand extended. And you're just doing it the normal way. I'm doing it mirror. Ready? And towards me. Beautiful, well done, and rest. Good, so having done that, let's now put it back to normal. Rather, you're doing the same thing, but I'm now going to do it with you the same way as normal. So with my back view, no mirroring, just all doing the same thing. So let's start on the right. Ready? And beautiful. I feel it in my bones. You're getting it. It's nice. It's coming together. Let's do it again 5 times. And then I think we can well and truly say we have covered Immortal Fishing Toad. Shall we try it? Here's a cat. Got a tail coming across the screen. It's fabulous. Don't worry about it. If you can see, I'm happy. All right, ready? That's hilarious. Ready? And good. Let the training wheels come off a little bit. Let yourself flow. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you screw it up. That's why we do repetitions. So 4 more times. Ready? And good. 3 more times. And Good. Twice more. And beautiful. One more time. If so far you've been leaving out the turns, I would encourage you to start now. I think you guys are, brave enough. You're kind of going for it. But it's all too easy to kind of go, oh, I'll just leave that bit till later. Try it. Keep your structure. If everything's going all wobbly, if you're trying to move independent body parts, then it will be a disaster. But if you keep that nice feeling of everything is connected, everything is nice and loose, but it's all kind of held together like a jelly, it has a kind of integrity. If you keep your structural integrity, you don't have to be like this. Just keep everything nice and floating in its place. Let the whole lot turn together. It comes along quite easily. I'm not sure if I should use the word easily, but it does. It kind of clicks into place. So relax, but keep your structure. One more time. Ready? And beautiful. Well done. Lovely wee workout. Great for the core. Great for your coordination. Good, hopefully you feel like you have worked. Excellent. We'd better wind down for today. Let's do a little bit of rotation and breathing. Hopefully you're starting to feel that you're owning that sequence a bit better. And it's like a little firework display at the end of the form. Quite often they put these flamboyant little moves towards the end of the form just to keep the audience awake and to give yourself a nice little pick me up energetically wise. You get you get a little thrill having done a nice movement like that. But we did it like 5 times there. Kung Fu is all about repetition. So try it with the video, go through the week practicing it. By the end of the week, it will be copper bottomed. You'll feel well and truly like you're getting it. That's why the Chinese and those who practice Kung Fu are so good. It's not the natural talent, it's the hundreds and hundreds of repetitions. Eventually, it becomes really slick. So keep practicing, please. All the way down. Up you come. It's a unfortunate aspect of being a martial artist. You never feel like you've done enough, no matter how much you do. But every little helps. So do what you can. And once you get bitten by the bug, you want to do more. You want to delve deeper into the practice, and that's good. That's healthy, rather than going, I'm not doing enough, I'm not good enough. That's not healthy. Just do more, and then you're grand. Good, let's go over the shoulders. Good, and back to center. We had better round off, folks, for those who have to run on to work. Let's do a couple of heel taps. Get nice and released and floppy. Keeping the top of the head nice and light. And stand, please. Listen to your body. Feel that lovely energy bubbling away. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Let's guide it into center. Hug your elbows in. Breathing into your belly, calming down. Feeling into your belly, guiding your energy into center. Feel your energy is stronger. Very good, folks. Relax down. Let's salute. Thank you so much for joining me today, for working so hard. It's really coming. Look forward to seeing you next time.